'cause it is our time. I hear the crowd.
From the home of the Bills since way back in 1973, there's a look at Highmark Stadium just outside of Buffalo, New York. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Cleveland Browns and the Buffalo Bills. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. They start the drive with Cook. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Allen. That's to Cook out of the backfield. Short completion, just 4 yards. And 3rd and 8 now. This defense for the Browns, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
Allen and Knox teaming up there for Buffalo first down. Operating from the gun, Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Give him 30 yards there.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
And he's going to take this one down to the 25. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. The Bills at 8-1 on the year. They come in here hot. I mean, over the last 9, Charles, they are 8-1.
And that record, the way that they're playing, they've proven to me, and I think anyone else in the league, that they're able to go toe-to-toe with anyone, and they look forward to the challenge.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still had the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
Extra point right down the middle, and that'll make the score 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They begin this drive with Chubb. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Jair Elam makes a pick, and the Bills are going to take possession of the football. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Left side, Cook, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Allen now looks to throw. Steps, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Allen. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Browns drive about to get started. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So that if they can get the win here, he's got a man complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL, but I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Beginning this series with a handoff to Cook. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And meanwhile, Allen's throw here taken in by Knox. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide it. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
We know he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate it wasn't picked off.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Allen. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 48-yard line. Cook up the gut. Nothing can stop him. It's a solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Up the middle, it's Cook. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. To throw, it's Allen. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. And this one is right down Broadway. And the Bills will add on to their lead. He might be being set up here for a busy ball game already. 2 kicks here in the first quarter, and he's knocked both through the posts.
And for now, you know they'll be happy getting those 3 points. But what they really want is to find a way for him to kick extra points instead of field goals.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. And, CD, you look at this defense. What kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game.
And they get Jones for the 3rd time in this ball game. Jair Elam makes a pick. And the Bills are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, I could spin this negatively as he just got back to the line of scrimmage. But when you really analyze it, he took away a big play for the defense, made it an uneventful run because he avoided a sack and didn't lose yardage.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown.
Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught at the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. Two division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because, to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. Here's Allen to throw it. Has his man, it's Shakir. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31.
Big plays are starting to become the trend here in this first half, and everything that they've tried has worked. And there's another example right there.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked by Ronnie Harrison.
And the Browns are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
Throwing Jones. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today.
Jair Elam makes a pick, and the Bills are going to take possession of the football.
Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
But coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
James Cook with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
The point after is good, and that will make this a 19-point game. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3, this is where the ball goes anymore.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down. They'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Hey, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now you get to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And he's going to have a first down, and they get into field goal range here at the 29. First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And again, it's Chubb. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
And in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Browns drive about to get started.
By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it...
And my goodness, another interception.
Kaiir Elam makes a pick, and the Bills are going to take possession of the football.
But that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen. And Diggs has it. And some space here. And they'll be stopped at the 28. On a play that started at the 14, they pick up 14. Allen now on first down. He'll find Diggs once more on the completion.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
On play action, Allen. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those strong windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Allen. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
So what a turnaround there. A roughing call on the field goal try leads to 1st and goal.
Cook is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3.
That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. To the air, Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cook. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They make a good bit of that yardage back as they're set up in much better shape now for 2nd and goal. Now Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great play there. His 21st touchdown of the season as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. From deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And they will be backed up deep. Trouble here as they're going to start this drive at the 6.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover. They want to try to put points on the board.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. Now Jones. And his throw here's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb.
And he's going to have a Browns 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute. Jones hit and the ball's out. Now this is picked up by the Bills. Past the 20. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week. He's smiling.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Off play action. Jones. He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And now here is another interception. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Feather in the cap for the defender, picking up one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season. And add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Allen going to throw. Finding Shakir across the formation. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Allen. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. The offense on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 67 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Bills are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll try the middle with Cook. Breaks the tackle now with Allen. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. James Cook, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 19 on the year. And the Bills add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point safely through. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw. Jones. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Jones on 1st and 10. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Looking to throw. Jones. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is...
And this is caught inside the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Jones will sneak it, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Browns get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. York now for the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Bills are going to recover. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Throwing now is Allen. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And just looking ahead, it would appear that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they wanted.
He's got a man complete.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
A big play that time for Cleveland. 59 yards. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And Chubb trying the middle here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
Extra point by York is up and good.
As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And the Bills are going to recover. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And they'll take a knee as the clock runs under a minute to play.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Bills,
We spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat gon' have no time for cold cuts. The game like Big Fish came to join up. Yeah, I'm still independent. They sold 1 million records. Yeah, used to be on my checklist. Big diamonds don't need a necklace. Look, we built the sound like it's double speed Tetris. I cannot build without God in it. We built the sound, you can't copy this. I never brag, it's just confidence. I never rap for your compliments. I wrote this one for the indie grind. If you ain't signed on the dotted line, can't buy my soul with no dollar signs. The industry so full of troglodytes. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that.